I was at my cousin's place, a typical Newari village with similar homes and lifestyle. It was year 2062, the year of Jana Andolan, when Nepal was having a harsh time with the people's movement. I went to my cousin's home with a plan to stay there for a day or two, but ended up being stuck for a month due to the Andolan. That 1 month as a 13-year-old was one of the most amazing yet spooky time of my life. Lots of fun with a bit of paranormal stuff. I used to have a hard time sleeping anywhere outside my home, due to which I used to wake up multiple times in the middle of the night. At my cousin's place, I used to sleep together with him. As a typical Newari house, it could be expected that it had wooden stairs and our bed was just by its side, right in front of the stairs. One night, my eyes opened. I raised my head, tried to fix my focus as I saw a white object. Still, white, human shaped object. As things began to clear out, my mind comprehended that it was a woman. Everything around was crystal clear except the face. It seemed like my eyes couldn't find its focus on that one part of the face. I turned around, flipped to the other side of the bed, and faced the wall. I had mixed feelings. Couldn't think of anything else. 2 minutes of trying to forget, but the curiosity, it just couldn't retain. I turned back again and raised my head, but it was still there. Still, stiff, standing open. I know just hearing this is scary, but I have this weird way of reacting to things. I have a slow reflex. But that day, I guess, the reflex was not slow, it was shut. Because I slowly lowered my head with neutral feelings, neither scared nor normal, but I just didn't react in any ways, and I slept. Next morning, while having the breakfast, I kept quiet, tried to comprehend what happened that night, but I didn't express it to anyone. Days passed by, and the Jana Andolan was about over. Soon, I was about to go back home. In fact, the next day. To the past spooky experience, I thought it was just my imagination, it was just my illusion. So I had moved on from that incident. But I was pretty much sad for the day because when you stay at a new place for long enough time, the new place becomes your new home. I guess it's because of the people, the memories. However, right when I thought that those were the memories I had collected in total and I would take those memories, only those memories back, I was wrong because the final hit of shock, spookiness, the horror, whatever you call it was yet to come. I was sleeping and as I woke up in the middle of the night, I had to go to the toilet. Back in the days, the old typical Newari houses had toilets outside the house. Same was the case here. The toilet was 2 turns away from the house. I went out, took the first turn, and then took the second. Right after the second corner, something weird happened. Around 20 to 30 meters away, I saw a white human-shaped object. I strained my eyes, trying to see clearly. To my surprise, it was a lady. I could now clearly see that it was a lady wearing a white sari. I realized that I could feel sheer cold numbness in my body. My ears felt bigger, and the time seemed to be moving slower. And then I blinked. One blink. And that woman was right in front of my eyes. From 30 meters away to far too close, she was right there, right in front of me. Next moment, I remember everything partially. I don't know if I ran or walked my way back to the room, but I remember closing the door and rushing to the bed. My mind couldn't process anything. I don't even know when I fell asleep. But the next day I woke up with a fever 102 degrees. With the fever bulging, the family suggested to stay, but I couldn't stay there any longer. While leaving, the farther I went from that place, the more relieved my body felt. The heaviness was slowly going. At 4 p.m., I was back. I was back in my home with my family. To this day, I haven't shared this to anyone, neither my family nor to that cousin or relatives, because I wonder if they would ever believe me, and I have no answers for anything.